Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Vinny Crypto from Prosum Solutions, and at this time I'd like to invite you to pause the video to read the disclaimer. If you like my content, please like and subscribe so that way it helps me out and it helps you out. Whenever I post new videos, you get notified. Today we'll be covering new updates that I'm going to be introducing to the 3Commas edition scripts, and that covers the 3Commas DCA Bot, the quick finger lukes, as well as the price change scalping scripts. Okay. So some of the new features we'll be looking at are new inputs that I've introduced to try to emulate the same input that you will see on the 3Commas page. We'll also talk about some of the changes that I've made on the charts so that you can see some new information, as well as some new data points that I've changed within the statistics table. And with that, we'll end up concluding the video and we'll send you on your way. Okay. So I got the TradingView desktop version here on a chart showing the 3Commas DCA Bot strategy, and I've also got my 3Commas bot settings page loaded. So one of the things that I've noticed this past week is 3Commas made some changes, and so I took this opportunity to make those similar changes in how they ended up organizing their inputs on their page. So one of the things that I've noticed in the strategies and the safety order sections, they went ahead and just kind of moved some inputs around to try to make them more concise, so that way they make sense with the panel that they're on. So I went ahead and followed along with that same ordering. So I went ahead and echoed some of those same changes as well. Some of the things that I've introduced is the bot type. The bot type setting now has the multi-pair on there. This does not mean that my indicator and strategy are supporting multi-pair. It just means it's there for your benefit, so that way you can mark the same setting as your 3Bots settings page. I noticed that I had that need, so as I was creating multiple instances of the script and I was playing with settings and different things that I was trying out, I found it beneficial to want to mark that as multi-pair so that I can remember what was a single pair and what was a multi-pair. So I went ahead and brought that option over, even though it's not doing anything. It's just simply there for documenting purposes. Other things other inputs that are very similar is the profit currency. I brought that one over. This one's like the bot type is really not doing anything. It's just there for your documenting purposes, as well as the simultaneous deals per same pair. I went ahead and brought that over. You can supply a number, but it's really not going to change the outcome of the script in any way. Other things that are new are these inputs that I've introduced into the chart settings page. One is called the show profit and loss zones. If you enable this, you'll notice that the chart will now show you the profit and loss zones in the green and reddish color, so that way you can see visually where your profit and loss areas are. In addition, I also have added this what's it called? Show unrealized profit loss label. So if you check this on the real-time bar, you'll notice that it's going to print out a label here showing you the unrealized profit and loss, and you can see the percentage and an arrow showing whether it's profiting up or down, in the negative or in the positive. And lastly, a change I also introduced was to the statistics table. So I'm going to go ahead and increase the font size a little bit here, so that way the values in the table look a little bit better for you in this video. One of the things I've done is I've introduced the ability to control which sections in the table you want to display. So some of the feedback I've been getting from my customers is that the table is getting so long, and especially if you start configuring your indicators to have a lot of safety orders, obviously the table is going to get longer so that it shows the statistics around the safety order layers. And so it became a challenge to really see all the values, and having to decrease the font size was not the best. And so I went ahead and added some inputs in here that allow you to show and hide the various sections. So you can show and hide any combination of the sections and keep in focus the various parts of the table that really bring some value to you. So if you only want to see the safety order stats or the 3Commas section, you can definitely do any combination here of the various sections in the table and show and hide whatever you are looking to do. Other things that I've done is I've ordered the inputs a little bit better. I kind of aligned them here so that way they were more in line. I've also elaborated a little bit on the themes for the color theme of the table. So that way, and I had a little more fun with the emojis. As you can tell, I like emojis a lot. In addition to the table sectioning and showing and hiding them, I've also added some more abbreviations of the bot settings in the summary. I've noticed that now that I'm enabling more things like multi-pair settings and things like that, I've noticed that 3Commas has introduced more abbreviated terms for summarizing the configuration of a bot, so I went ahead and echoed those same changes. I've introduced the time frame into the summary as well, so you can see the exchange, the pair, and the time frame. In addition to that, I went ahead and added, let's see, where is it? The daily profit and loss. This was causing some confusion for some of my users where they were looking at the percentage and trying to figure out how is this being calculated. And so I've been sharing in Discord, my Discord server, the calculation formula. And so the original value was looking at the daily profit loss for the total number of bars in the deals. So I was basically dividing by the number of days within the number of bars that the indicator was in a deal, and not the time frame that you would configure for your indicator. For example, if you have a start date and stop date, it was not using this range. And so what I've done is I've introduced both. So now you can see the daily profit loss when it was in a deal, and also in total in terms of the start and stop date times, so that way you can actually see what is your daily profit loss, knowing that your capital is being used during this time frame. So with that, I think that pretty much concludes the changes to the statistics table that you can expect to see on all the 3 different scripts that I have on my store. So if you're interested to learn more about my scripts, you can definitely head out to my website, prosum-solution.store, and you can head out to the product page and you can see all my various indicators. And if you're interested in a trial, just contact me either through my website or on TradingView, and I'll be happy to give you a trial. Okay, with that, I'll conclude the video. I hope you have a good time.